Hello, hello. I hope everybody's having a good day. I didn't need to open, I needed a new file. Okay, there we go. Let's see, I'm gonna do a 10 by, not pixels, what do you want from me? 10 by 14. Okay. Guess who gets to make Thirst Trap Wukong images today? It's me. Okay, time to do it. I gotta try and figure out what pose I want. And I also need to, like, eat my, consume my bricky. I need to eat my brickest. I gotta keep my ear out for my tea. Having some tamagoyaki and butter rice for breakfast. With some ube shiso burikake with a little bit of soy sauce. So good. Okay, so let me see. Time to find the most fucking thirst trap ass. Oh, that's my tea. Hold on, I'll be right back. Excellent. All right, well, now I have... Oh, I forgot to turn off the timer. Otherwise, legit, it will just do that for forever, and that's awful. We don't like that. Okay, let me just try and continue to wolf down some of this egg so it doesn't get cold and then I get sad, because that definitely will happen to me. Tamagoyaki is the best egg. Oh my god, it's so good. These aren't thirst trappy enough. Hold on. It's okay. Actually, they'll be fine. Do I want to do like a seeded one? I think I do. I think this is it. Thirst trappy ass shit, y'all. I don't want to end up having a front-facing head, though, so let me... I don't want to, like, also screw myself with perspective here, too. Hi, Cal. How you doing? Okay, time to shove this in here. Okay, hold on. I gotta censor for the sake of the Bezos. Otherwise, Jeff will come for my butt, and I don't need that. He's fine. I do not need that right now. That's literally the last thing that I need. Is an enraged Bezos. I would really like... Let me bring this down a little bit. I gotta be really careful with where I crop it. Oh, I know. Seriously, it's been so cold here too, and I'm like I'm in my office right now wearing a button down and a sweater. I'm like, thank God. It was only a time. It was time. I don't know what I was trying to open here in my brain. I don't need anything. I just need my tablet. Like, what am I doing? I'm drinking the Formosa Puchong today. I'm having some tamagoyaki and some rice. I'm feeling like I'm really feeling it. Okay. Wow. I think 20 is going to be my guy. I like working on... Actually, just kidding. It's going to be my 15. I'm full of lies. I like working on work like this because... let me see here. Hold on. I need some reference. If I can figure out how it looks from certain angles. I need a Langer raising its head very specifically in a a specific way. Let me see if I can... Oh, this is from below. No, but that's like a terrible resolution. Oh, this is better. I don't think even I know what I'm doing with my anatomy for him. Truly, I like legitimately. If you were to ask me, like, well, how does this work? I feel like I draw it different every single time I draw it. It's fine. Not quite. Okay, we're gonna work with that for right now. Damn it, monkey anatomy. See, but that's the problem, is it is drawing a monkey man. So when you're working on this, you have to, like, the anatomy has to be good, otherwise people see that you're cheating. Does that make sense? So, unfortunately, I wish that it was so simple as being like, hey, you can just take it easy. But nope, you can't. And actually, this is all fucked up too. Hold on, I like that. Let me just... We're just gonna fix this real fast here. It's gonna result in some weird looking shit, but I'll fix it in just a second. Let me just clean that up a little bit. This anatomy is just, it's rough. Yeah, you have to really know your shit. I do have a mad respect for furry artists because they know how to simplify form in a way that I do not. Let me actually go like this. As long as we have something effective, we're good to go. This is what I get. Trying to figure out where my eyes are here. This is what I get for trying to draw people in with Wukong thirst trap art. Yeah. Yep, this is what I get. I'm pretty sure this is how I get all the furries, though. Is this how I win? Oh, spicy cream cheese! That sounds pretty good. So I'm going to bring this up a little more. Stupid thirst trap art. Oh my god! Trying to figure out how to get Photoshop to stop doing this. Let's see. Oh my god, that's so stupid. Alright. Photoshop's the devil. Hi, you. How you doing? Okay. This is so much. I can't forget to eat my eggie. Don't forget to eat the eggie. Eat the egg. Okay, eat some more, Iggy. Come here, egg. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. Alright, now I'm trying to figure out what kind of fucking outfit to put him in. And what to do with his hair. I'm gonna keep his hair up. Because I don't wanna have to think about it too hard. I think I'm gonna open this mouth just a little bit. Yeah, just a little. Okay, so now let me think about this in perspective so I don't fuck this up. We don't want that. I need to really think about the shape. There we go. Let me see. Hold on, where did it? Okay, actually, I gotta really think about what I want to do here. Because what I like about messy buns is that they really they do some fun stuff with the shape that I would really like to be able to play around with in terms of geometry here. Yeah, there we go. Really pull that shape. There we go. And then it's not very often that I get to like work on him in a way that is like very intentional and huge. So that's always nice, is some actual shape here. Okay, let me focus on this. This, methinks. There we go. Why? I'm fine. Everything's chill. You know what? I'm gonna worry about that in a second. Let me think about this bun here. Yeah, because it's... Damn it, perspective. Oh, I was like, why is my brush so fucking small? This is why. Hold on, let me go... I don't know what happened. Let me go fix. I was like, everything seems so fucking small. We're alright. Having some small details is fine, but... They're better. Okay, let me fix that. I'm not a fan. I don't know why all of a sudden I feel like I can't draw his fucking face. Alright. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Okay. Thankfully, Neskane is the best and has so much anatomy on his, or art on his art station that really helps me. Okay, so this is about to be super stupid, by the way. There we go. That's better. As long as I can get the anatomy down, I'm fine. The geometry, I should say. Yeah, Neskane is really the lifeblood, the lifesaver of the reference time. Okay, now I really would like, there's a little bit of an error that I'm running into here. And I think I'm trying to figure out what I'm displeased with here. Part of it is that and then the other part of it is that I always do this to myself. I used to run into an opposite problem. Yeah, that's much better. I have to effectively... Doing stylization sucks because effectively what you do in art school is you work your hardest to learn things as anatomically accurate as you possibly can. And then when you leave, you have this really brilliant understanding of human anatomy, which is great. That's fine. But then it's like, what happens if you want to stylize your shit? And the answer is that you have to then relearn how to break anatomy. And it's really annoying. Oops, not diddles. We're going to go down to trade issue. Okay, now let me keep tweaking this. Rib cages don't come in triangles. Yes, they do. They can if you break them enough. I mean, you just gotta keep busting it until it's good. Just keep breaking it. Yeah, I was gonna say a waist trainer is pretty good. I just watched a girl who did a she did a like rib fracturing surgery to make her waist smaller, and it is not nearly as scary as it sounds. It was for like gender affirming surgery stuff, and apparently she really liked it, and it went really, like, it was great. She's doing Fabu. Yeah, surprisingly not as painful as you think. They like fracture them just a little bit and then shift your ribs around, because it's effectively what happens if you break your ribs. Like, say you fall off a playground or something, and then you're like, ouch, my ribs. Same thought process there. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. Yeah, it's just like broken ribs under supervision, or fractured ribs under supervision, truly. Yeah, definitely not the weirdest. I mean, for pretty much all gender-affirming facial surgeries, you have to break your face. Or, in some cases, for most like facial feminization surgery, they are actually lifting your entire skin of your face off of your skull, and then they are breaking the bones, all of the bones of your face, removing pieces, and then putting the skin back on. So that, to me, I'm like, I'm good. Yeah, I'm just gonna shave off some bone. Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, because effectively, you have to get rid of shit that's already there. You know, the bone structure's already there. A lot of celebrities do it too, not for gender affirming reasons. It makes sense. Num 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 num. Eggy. That's all I gotta say. Okay, so this is fine. So now I gotta figure out this fucking bun. Oh, that's better. Stupid thirst trap hair. Okay, so now I'm gonna be good and just very gently, because I want to be able to pull stuff. I love doing hair work. I haven't done like a full illustration in a while. And I don't do this with him for the comics, so I have to like really think about how his hair lays. And unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people thought about, like, when they were designing him originally in like Chinese myth, they were like, yeah, he's got a bun because he's imperial and he doesn't cut his hair. But I'm like, but he's also a monkey and he has fur, so I'm like, why does the pattern grow different on certain part of his body? Like, why? So yeah, I have a lot of questions. Was that Jace coming home, Mr. Man? Did you hear him?
Hello.
Oh, yep, it was. Hi, Jace.
Hi.
Tatsu's a good alarm. I saw him, he sat up and because he heard you.
Hi, Bubby.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing okay.
There's fresh rice in the rice cooker if you want to have more curry.
Okay.
I was thinking about having that for lunch when I get done with this.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. I need to think about this. I have this fucking... Where the fuck is it? I have this thing that I saved as a reference because it was so good. Hold on. Let me go find it. Yep, this thing. Although it doesn't really help me with the anatomy necessarily too much. Unless I really want to bring this out even more and pull it out like that, which I don't. And the only other thing that I can think of that is weird about this is, hold on, this. Yeah, better. Ugh. This is all I gotta say is just oofta. This should be illegal. Okay, this is fine though, I think. Well, my question is, hold on. I need to look more at monkeys. Let's go. References, let's go. Oh, it's tough because these little dudes don't really have this. Langurs look like little freaky human people. And I love that for them, but also they're horrifying. And actually what I might do to make this more, have more dimension is I'm gonna actually bring this down like this and then up like that. So there's more, yeah, there's more shape to it. And like, yeah, one line. And then I'm gonna have to shade this with my like standards technique. Jesus Christ, this is gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a nightmare. Oh, also, I reached 600 subs on YouTube, so I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who subs to me on YouTube. I really appreciate that shit. Y'all are nice to me. Okay, let me figure out what I'm putting this man in, because what is he wearing? Is this too low now? Who am I? Is that a hydrate I see? I'm gonna drink my tea. Yeah, the depression hasn't quite broken yet. It's still really fucking bad, but at least I ate. I can definitely say that. Let's see. Oh my god. Maybe it's like a workout outfit is probably what I'm going to be doing here. Let me see. Do I want to put... Damn. What is he wearing, guys? Because I'd like to have him in something that he'd wear in the comic, but also... This needs to be a thirst trap. I need the trap. We can just either put that on the credit card, or we can do that for, or use the moving funds, dude. That's what it's there for. No shirt under the track jacket. Okay, so here's the question: is I could like throw a towel over this, like over the shoulders like this, and then you have nothing, and then the high-waisted, like he wears like those like harem pants or whatever. So that's what we could be working with there. I'm gonna maybe have, you know what? You're right. I could maybe have the jacket over the shoulders like this. Hold on. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're doing it. Hold on. Okay, alright, we're making it happen. Okay, because I need like anatomy for this damn jacket. Okay, there we go. You know that moment when you actually find an image of a dude that's exactly what you need? Mid jacket takeoff, it's fine. Okay, so let me do some actual stuff here. And then this stock image is horrendous looking, but at least it's what I need. Oh my god, get out of here, Acorns. Would he wear short shorts? Probably not. And the only reason is I think short shorts plus fur is a weird combo. Now, granted, that doesn't mean that he hasn't had an exposed leggy before. Okay, so now, hold on. I gotta really think about how this works here. So we're gonna take this as it's falling. Oh, and then I'm gonna have to do so much texture work with this. Let me see here. We're gonna go like this. Come on. And then this is where this thing pulls across. And then this is, hold on, this is the bottom. So I'm gonna really I have to really sink this. And then we're gonna drag this down and over like that. Yep. And actually, I might... Maybe what's getting me... Hold on. Is that. That's much better. Oh, that's weird that they didn't want you to do that. Oh, that's sad. You're like, I worked really hard on it. It's super cool. Please let me put it in. Yep, there is that scene where he's in nothing but his undies. That's because his clothes exploded, though, so that's a little bit different. Now, there's also a panel from him in, like, he was in, like, traditional, like, tribal wear. I was really inspired by, like, traditional Filipino, indigenous outfits from, like, pre-colonial Philippines. So he's wearing, I think, technically, like, a loincloth with a lot of, like, decorations and, like, feathers and leather armor and, like, other shit. But it's not a very detailed panel, to be honest. Okay, so now let me think about this here. Let me just make sure that I'm doing this right. So we're going to pull this all the way across and down like that. And then we're going to do another one. And then we're going to do another one like that. And then we're going to have the back go like that, I think. Does that make sense? That makes sense. We're going to do this, and then I don't have a bent arm here. But that doesn't mean that I can't have that. Yeah, because it's like slowly falling off. This is fine. This makes sense. I might just put him in his tracksuit pants, to be honest. I don't know. We'll see. Y'all, I don't want to do my student office hours today. It's really difficult to want to do student office hours when you have a bunch of students that disrespect the shit out of you. Does that make sense? And I recognize it's like less than 10% of the students in this particular like cohort of students. But like, it's bad. Let's see. I'm gonna have this go like that. Oh, the teapot lid broke again. No! I'm so sorry. What did you use to bond it together the first time? So I realized that was like the most boomer shit I could have said without context. Mostly my problem is, I shall clarify, mostly my issue is with these students is that, they, oh, is it time? Oh, no, wait. No, it's not. I was like, is it Snorlax time? It's not. My phone is just phantom vibrating in my pocket. But, oh, crazy glue. Yeah, you need something like Weld Bond. If you can get your hand on a bottle of Weld Bond, that's going to prevent anything from falling apart. Or E6000, because crazy glue is going to melt. Let's see, let me pull this down like this, and then this is going to go like this also. And then that's the neck piece here, like that. And we're gonna drape this down. This is gonna go like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Weld Bond will keep things together forever. No, but anyway, I realize it's the crustiest, boomeriest shit I could possibly have said. But I recognize I'm dealing this semester, and like last semester, with students who just legit don't turn their shit in. And then they get upset at me for not leaving them critiques, and I'm like, what am I supposed to leave critiques on? Fucking, like, air? The thing that you didn't turn in? Like, what do you want from me? You're gonna do great, Jace. I got a friend that went back to college, and one of their group mates did a very transparent AI usage on a research project. Oh my god. And then they denied it, but then it was really obvious. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. That's not great. Well, and it's like, there's constantly videos showing that you have to be very careful with, like, ChatGPT, and it's a great tool, and I will go to bat for it for some things. But you need to be very careful with what it tells you because, unfortunately, it's only as good as people on the internet, if that makes sense. And so, like, a perfect example of this is, I saw this person who was using ChatGPT to develop some new mindfulness habits. You know, like she was trying to, work with, you know, habit forming, and she was not feeling very satisfied with her day-to-day routine, etc., etc. So that's some pretty easy shit that you'd think ChatGPT would be able to handle. And then it gave her a fact. It was like, yeah, did you know studies show that 80% of all people, if you do a habit 3 weeks in a row, 80% of all people retain that habit for life. And she was like, wow, that's a really cool fact. And I know, personally, for me, I've heard that stat before, right? 80% of all people, if you complete a habit 3 or more weeks in a row, you will retain it, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense that ChatGPT would give her that information. So then she was like, okay, well, what studies? I just want to look into it because I think that this is really cool. And then she asked ChatGPT, she said, hey, can you cite your source for that study? And it thought, and then the answer it gave back was, that's strange. I can't seem to find any studies that support the claim that 80% of all people retain a habit after practicing that habit 3 weeks or more. So then you do some more research, and it turns out that that 80% stat that has also, for like transparency, been floating around in my brain for my whole fucking life was some internet rumor from like fucking 2012 shitposting Facebook trash that didn't exist. And so you have a Facebook post that is the origin of this particular stat where some random ass person on Facebook was like, studies show that if you stick with this habit for 3 weeks, and then they put it on the internet. And so ChatGPT glances over that and reads, oh yeah, studies show, and it is going to take that as fact. And so it is just as susceptible to misinformation as we are. And so you have to be so fucking careful when you're looking for studies. You can absolutely use it for research. Definitely do that, but you need to ask it to cite its sources every single fucking time. Because if it decides to fabricate a book or a website or a stat that doesn't exist, you are going to be fucked. And that's just really just like, that's the long and short of it. So definitely just look at the shit. you can't blindly trust it is the problem, and I think that that's where a lot of people are at, is that they're just blindly trusting this thing. And it's like, you can use ChatGPT as an advice farm when you're doing things like social media marketing. That's not gonna fucking totally ruin your life. You can use it for, it's very, very good. For example, I've been using it to break down macros for my food, because sometimes I don't want to have to go and dig up the macro information off of maybe Buffalo Wild Wings website or something, and so I can put in my order into ChatGPT and ask it to estimate the macros for me. It's very, very good at that shit. So there's certain things that you can do and be like, yeah, this is pretty accurate, and then there's other things that you cannot fucking use it for. Like, it cannot be trusted on that. And that lady, unfortunately, in that TikTok video was accusing ChatGPT of hallucinating the information, but that's not quite correct. In that instance, ChatGPT didn't hallucinate that information. It was just unfortunately fed misinformation. And so now what do we do when ChatGPT is subjected to the same amount of lies that we are on the internet? What do we do? So that's kind of where we're at. Okay, actually, speaking of that one illustration of Wukong in his underwear, I actually have to open that up. Whoops, not that one. Funny story. Yeah, from page 127. I just have to remember how this goes around his body. I gotta just be very careful with this. Yeah, no, mostly my students just aren't turning shit in, and it's really hard. You can't really get AI to fake an art project, and they know this. And so then their solution is to just not turn in anything versus, actually doing the work, which is kind of a shame. I gotta be careful and not fuck this up. It is a shame because I miss out on a lot of this detail on the collarbone because of fur. So that is unfortunate because that just doesn't go anywhere. I do not like this Sam I Am. That is not how this works. Yeah, legit, I keep asking myself that like every week. I'm like, why are you spending literally $11,000 to $12,000? It's actually probably more now because guaranteed with the cost of like corporate shrinkflation or whatever the fuck is going on, they probably raised the prices on tuition. So I don't know what the current cost of tuition is at the school. I could look it up. Let's go look it up. $740 cost per credit. So you're doing 12 credit hours a semester. Oh, that's actually only $9,000 a semester, so that ain't bad. But if you're doing 15, oh yeah, then that looks like, oh, so actually, wow, in a shocking twist, they have not raised tuition since I went to school there. That is a genuine surprise. That is a genuine surprise to me. But still then, why are you wasting $11,000 fucking dollars a semester to turn in AI. Like, okay. That's okay. It's crazy to me. Shit doesn't make any fucking sense. No sense. Yeah, I think I saw in their academic calendar that like December was for international students, April was for local Canadian students. So as long as you apply early, you'll probably know by December. But it's still a long time to wait. This is an obnoxious illustration, guys. I'm so sorry. If you want this fucking art for your wall, you need to pledge to the Kickstarter. That's all I have to say. And then the stretch goals for this campaign are to do Thirst Trap illustrations for Bo, Sean, and Mocha. So this is your choice. Yeah, this is for the Kickstarter. It is a 5x7 print. And it is going to be for just this Kickstarter alone. Actually, how do I want to do this? Oh, I can't forget his fucking... You want to know what I forgot on his stupid head? Because he's stupid and I forgot it. And for whatever reason, I can't remember, apparently, ever to put this on his fucking head. Every time I draw wiggly fur lines like this, I just think of Torbeck. I'm like, why is Torbeck so unruly looking? I almost did that backwards. This is the best day Torbeck has ever had. Ever. Torbeck and Bitsy for me are my two favorite characters. Although I do love and appreciate, what's the Triceratops character's name, Jace?
Oh, I haven't gotten to that campaign yet. I think it's Reggie?
Yeah, I can't remember. I fucking love him to death, too. Oh, Ziggy. Fucking Ziggy. Yeah, Ziggy is funny as shit. I love him. Oh, there's our obligatory bot per stream. We found him. We got him. We got a bot. Yo, we got him. Do I want to raise this a little bit? I might. Oh my god, why am I like this? Y'all, I don't know how to draw. I warned y'all about this. Where's Hermione can't draw when I need it? I can go find that. They don't have Hermione can't draw on Spotify? I am offended. That is, yeah, that's a criminal activity right there. What the fuck? Hermione Can't Draw is maybe one of the most important songs ever written. Hermione Can't Draw. I feel like I've been personally attacked. Okay. So now I have to be very careful. Because you don't want to have too much lines, because it looks weird if you do that. Okay, and then most importantly, actually, I'm gonna need... I love how Jeff Bezos is totally okay with drawing, like, effectively shirtless men, and then as soon as you get to a butt, it's just that's the defining game over for him. Is a butt. Yeah, clearly. I think Jeff has some repressed feelings. I think he's too afraid to face the fear, to look at the true feelings inside his heart. Yeah, no butts. If you have too many butts, you instantly die. You instantly get nuked. Yep, so if you guys want thirst trap art for Bo and for Sean and for Mocha... Actually, I can't do thirst trap art for Sean, not until later issues because she's still underage. But I can do thirst trap art for... Maybe it'll be Guan Yin. Actually, that might be it. Or Tiger, actually. I feel like he's a dick, but he's cute. Tina Belcher perishing like that one disintegration. Stop. She's like, I don't feel super good, Mr. Stark. Just... That's such a shame. Poor Tina. I want to draw a face on your butt and then kiss it. I want to draw a star on your butt and then wish it. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, this thing. Yeah. Okay, now, time to think about all of the pinch points on this thing. Okay, so let's see. So we're going to have one here because obviously it's a thirst trap. So what are we looking at here? Like, what else are we supposed to do? Let's see. So then we're going to have, let's see, this goes like this. And then because these are harem pants, this has kind of an arc to it. Hold on. Hold on. I got to draw the bottom of the pants here. This is pinching between this and that. And then we got this going like that. That's better. And then this is going up and across the top like this. I'm not gonna draw him in shoes because I'm so lazy. Those Ming Dynasty boots are fine and everything, but also I'm so lazy. He's cropped at the chin. I don't know where they're gonna get feet from. They can try. They can really go for it. Let me see now. Been slowly removing the Beijing Opera from this playlist, actually. Goodbye, Beijing Opera. It's alright, it's alright. Okay, so... theoretically... hold on. Alright. Because then that gets pulled back that way. Okay, so this is slowly working. Honestly, this Morpho for Artists book, while not necessarily the most useful book because it was made in the 90s and everybody's wearing Janko jeans for whatever fucking reason, is so much better at explaining like drapery principles than any class that I've ever fucking had. It's like the best art book of all time. I feel like I am the elite. It's like, hold on. Hold my beer. Because then that's at this point, and then this is going to go down like this. Like that. And then this goes like that. Oh, but then there's a weird thing. This is a weird error. Okay, but... yep, never mind. This is not right. So hold on, let me back this up. Yeah, this is not, all of this is not right. This is right. This is not right. That's good. This is like this. Like that. Because it's a taut pant. Wait. Yes. I might have to open the Morpho book. We might have to do this here. Hold on. I'm opening it up. Damn Morpho. Okay, hold on. Let me scroll all the way to the bottom. Right. Nope. Okay. Okay. No. Leave that alone. Okay. Hold on, I'm looking at all the shit. Are these all standing? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I was right. This is fine. All right, and then let me get... We got some of these down like this. I'm not a huge fan of this, actually. Like that. Okay, okay, all right, okay. Why? I do not want to do these office hours. Holy shit. I think I'm probably going to, because there's normally one student that pops in, and they're great. I don't like this either. Hold on. And then after that, I'm just sitting there for 2 hours doing absolutely nothing. So I'm probably going to work on the script for this bad boy. There we go. Okay, I don't hate it. But also, why do I feel like it looks better? This is a little bit too baggy. Okay, that's probably good enough. Okay, let's get another line back here. Do I need to do this? Absolutely not. But am I gonna? Yes. Is this anatomically accurate? No. Is it gonna make a heart? Yes. Is it over the top? Maybe a little bit. Am I upset? No. Is this obnoxious? Yes. Okay, hold on. I need to like tweak the curve of this a little bit. Hold on. What do I want to do here? It's this, actually. I need to curve this down. Who needs the Korean finger hearts when you have a tail heart? me move this more like this.
Oh, gross.
And then I'm gonna move this. And then I'm gonna have to correct the, whoops. Hello? Hello? Photoshop, what the butt? Actually, I don't have to correct it that bad. Okay, great. Is this obnoxious? Yes. Am I upset? No. Okay, this is hilarious. This is the best illustration of all time. All right. Now let me grab this actually. I'm interested in grabbing this background here. Because I can reuse backgrounds because I have the ability to do that. Oh, let me actually flip this horizontal as well. Looking good. So now let's go in and fill in. I have to do the line work as well. I need to focus on some line weight stuff. But I just kind of wanted to throw this in here and see what is going on. All right, so let's get some line work going here. Yeah, I kind of like that. I was like not sure about that one in particular, but I'll leave it. Okay. And you know what, actually... Nope, just kidding, I like it. I just have to move. Okay, and then also too, I'm gonna do this line work right at the end because I know Jeff Bezos would be like, that's a nipple. Oh, that's great though. Good job, Jace, you're doing it. Nope, that's not right. Hold on, there's something funky going on here. And I see what it is. Not the fun kind of funky, a messed up kind of funky. Okay, we're alright. Alright, let me see here. This is the worst part of doing this, is making sure I don't overwhelm what's going on. Because shit needs weight, but I don't want it to be, like, gross looking. Okay. Uh-oh, you're dying. You're slowly dying. Live, I say! Live! It's okay, me too. I'm super fucking tired. Guess who is not excited for doing all of the tiger striping on all of these different pieces? It's me! And actually, I think the inside of the jacket is a different color, so I'm gonna have to think about that. And then I will make it happen. Y'all are gonna have to watch me suffer painting fur. We're not gonna fuck around with this. It's gonna be a lot. Okay. All right. I still need to make this bomber jacket. I want to make it and sell it on the internet. Okay. All right, so that's probably good. Okay, sorry, I'm like moving my brush around. I don't know why that's helping me find these spaces that are a little weak, but it was. Okay, and then also too, I need to remember. Okay, save. Okay, and now I'm hoping that Jeff Bezos doesn't karate chop me for this. If we get kicked off of stream for whatever reason because of a suspension, you know what happened. I'm like legit so worried about it that I'm like, maybe I should just... Like, I swear to God, if he comes at me... I'm like, it's a shirtless man, and it's actually a monkey man. Like, please leave me alone. I just have to blur it enough so that the bots don't see it. Like, if I'm not, like, looking directly at it, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so now let me figure this out. Let me turn all of this off. Right? It's like if I just look the other direction, I'm like, it's not there. I like this song, but y'all, would you believe that the playlist is now down to 10 hours, 170 songs? Let me make this point. Okay, but now I need to figure out what color. Let me open up my color pal. And actually, I really should be good. And I'm actually going to pick, like, hair color. Because that's like, oh no. Because that's like his body color for the most part. Oh, maybe not on that layer though. Oh, and then I gotta go in and erase. These bad boys. I have about an hour left. So I might have to finish this off stream. I don't know. Anything can happen. This is more immediate than the script, so... Let me start playing with what color... I kind of like that color. Let me see how it looks. Because I recognize this is Uggy. It's Uggo. Oh, but it's actually kind of great, though. Oh, but it might be too orange. Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna try purple, so we're gonna do 60 on all of these. Purple, pink, give or take. Actually, I really dig this. That's fine. Hey, welcome over to YouTube. You nailed it. How does it feel to be over on the other side? I wish that I could take naps. I really do. If I had the power to take naps, my life would be completely different. Me and my body are both not nappy friends. We don't do them naps. Naps are silly Billy. Okay. I can get rid of this now. I don't need this. Little tiny Ryujin Gubon. Little teeny weeny, teeny tiny. He's actually an incredibly, like... Well, I don't know. It's funny because I feel like in the comics... Or not in the comics. In the original book, he, like... just doesn't go after anybody. And there's, like... I think a lot of emphasis on the fact that he's... I think it's mostly because the Chinese were like... Yeah, he's a monkey, so he doesn't really do that. But he comes off as very, like, asexual. And, I don't know. I find monkeys to be too playful for that. I think that they just didn't want him to contrast... Or to maybe be too similar to Bo, to Pigsy, to Jubaji. Because Baji is a sex addict, so that's, like, a whole... That's, like, literally his whole personality in the book is, like, food and sex. So I can see why they didn't want Wukong to be too similar to him in terms of problems. So they kind of went the other direction for him. Let's see, and those are his eyes. And then I have to figure out, I think the inside of this jacket is actually going to be this red color. Well... No, because that's like his tunic. I'm going to make it this gold color. Yeah, that looks good. And then I'm gonna need silver. Well, actually, two. I also kind of want this to be that yellow accent color, too. He's trapped in those trippy taco colors no matter what. Actually, let me just use my... My goal is to make enough money with this publishing company that I don't have to teach at this school anymore. Nice. Okay, so this is good. Alright, now we get to just color, I guess. This is what we get to do. Which color are you, bro? This one? Do we feel like the purple is a good color behind this, or do I need to change this color for this background? How do we feel about this? Any thoughts on this? Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the... My thought was contrast, but I didn't know if it was too much. I like his... I'm gonna actually go pretty apeshit with this, I think. This is gonna look really heavy. Just give me a second to cook. Oh, that reminds me. I need to download... this. Ah, Lois, you making me pay? What are you doing, girl? Hold on, I need to figure out if she's gonna make me pay for these smudge brushes, because I really kind of need them. Lois dropped some smudge brushes, and they look great. But she was like, they're free, and I'm like, are they, Lois? Ah, she wants you to sign up for the newsletter. Fine. Fine, Lois. I see what you did there. I would just like these, because her smudge brushes actually look good as fuck. But if she sends out cool shit, then, I'm good. Why would you do this? Girl, please. Okay, there we go. I got it. Nailed it. Because I'm thinking that I can do this with a lot of sfumato. Okay, because what does this look like here? I'm just curious. Right, great. So this is what we're working with here. And I love this for me. You can see how she's got a lot of brilliant sfumato here. So we're going to try it. We're going to give it a shot. I'm going to worry about that at the very end of this process, though. Because this is more the painting shit, but... So, let me just keep cooking here. Let me just let that go. This is where Jeff Bezos comes in because my chest is too realistic. Watch this happen. Watch it happen. Guaranteed this is where my downfall happens. If I get kicked off of Twitch, let me know over on YouTube. We'll keep going, but then I'll be very upsetty spaghetti about it. And then I'll have to do an appeal and be like, literally, you guys are so dumb. And that's how that's going to have to go. It's going to be really, really dumb. That's all I have to say. Okay, so far we're okay, though. So far they haven't rocketed me into the sun. I just don't know what triggers it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if, like, a human person was what saw me last time, and then they decided that the butt was not okay, or, like, what even? You know what I mean? Like, I have no idea. They didn't give me any explanation for what happened. No explanation. Okay, center this light. And then I'm not going to fuck around with that, actually, like, at all, believe it or not. Alright. Actually, I'm not going to fuck around with that either. Like that. Like that. And then we're not going to touch anything here. This, I'm going to go down like that. Sure. Alright, I'm not going to worry about any... Oh, God, they're going to get me. I'm going to get got. I'm so scared. I am not asking for this. I have the fear. I feel like I have to be zoomed way out, otherwise they're going to be like, whoa. I have so much fear. Let's see, and then I'm going to go up like this and up like this. Good God, I'm so scared. All right. And then now I run away. Run away! Back to the face, so that way they can't get me anymore. I'm so afraid. Yeah, see, I told you it wasn't gonna be so bad. It wasn't gonna be so pink. Oh my god. They finally realized that they were being illegal pieces of shit? Wow, what a surprise. That means that you could probably go back to school there as well if you ever wanted to, but I would recommend transferring to AAU if you ever wanted to do an art degree and then tell them to go fuck themselves. You know, if you wanted to just get like an art bachelor's for whatever reason, just something like really nice and cool, you know, that just for fun, you know, it would be for fun, not because you have to at this point, you know. Oh, yeah, that's valid. It's okay. Based on how many students I'm dealing with that just immediately fucking fail, you're not the only one. And I feel like REMCAD pushes kids through their program way too fast. And they don't spend time actually teaching students. I feel super bad because I've definitely spoken with kids who are like, you're my favorite teacher because you actually spend time teaching us. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, sorry that your other online teachers suck ass. Like, I don't... Like, I'm so sorry. If this thirst trap doesn't get backers, I don't know what will. I gotta really try and get the people on Fur Affinity to care. We'll see. Alright, so now the goal is to make these not look ultra disco shiny. This is the hard shit. You don't want to go too hard, because otherwise it looks fake. And most importantly, at some point I am going to go over with these lines and erase them. Get them out of here. Alright, shh. Don't let Jeff ban me. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're alright. We're okay. We're alright. Run away. What am I looking at here? Yeah, this is good. It's pretty. Oh my goodness, Mr. Mian. Mr. Mian, you're so cute. Mr. Mian. Oh, he's so cute. He's licking himself and being adorable. He's doing a little spa and sleep. He's got a sleepy pee-pee. Realized. Forgot that lid. Okay, I effectively am not allowed to touch anything. The weird fetishization of lesbians in the early 2000s is a weird thing, guys. I decided I didn't like that line. Okay, so surprisingly, we're not actually going to go super hard down here. That's pretty much going to be it. Maybe a little bit down here. But not a lot. Actually, I fucked it up. No, we're alright. Actually, that wasn't me. Just then. I'm just going to go very gentle right there. Actually, nope, that's too... Well, gentle. 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 Okay, that's it. That's it. And you know what? It's a little bit too hot. I need to calm it down. Hello? Nice and gentle. Not a lot. Yeah, that's fine. It's tricky because there's like no spots on his face really that need to be like super dark, and I have to be super careful because I don't want to like go ultra dark. I don't need to do that. Like, that's pretty much it. And then I probably should do, like, another layer on top of this of, like, just a general, overall... Actually, just kidding. Not yet. A general, like, torso shadow, but I think I'm going to do that at the very end. So that way I'm not, like, ruining my life. I'm not going to do that super hard. This gets to go. Gentle. 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 All right. Okay, that's good. And then I'm fine. Everything's chill. The hay fever is intense. Ah, my little throat, my little crusty throat. I'm close to buy. So pretty and rosy. Okay. So now we'll worry about the lane decker at the very, very end of all of this. Okay, I don't hate it. Okay, that's all the white that there is anyway. It was easy. Part of me kind of wants to make this more gold in shade. Oh, the Ko-fi link just dropped into the Twitch chat. Just as a reminder, all of the Ko-fi rewards just dropped for the month. So if you want to check out Betrayer's Blade or do the writing contest for this month, it is Halloween-y themed. If you want to check out the Writer's Workshop that I also released as well, that is uploaded and live on dialogue and how to not have poo-poo dialogue. I realized too. I forgot the lovely little eyeball here. He has an eyeball that I need to not forget about, you know. Swear to God. I'm gonna have to be really good about marketing this Kickstarter run for Affinity and posting like weekly announcements and updates over there as well, because I realize that they are probably a massive target audience. Oh, you had the fish cake?
Mm-hmm.
Smells good. Hydrate. Everybody drink some kind of fluid. Don't die. I'm almost done with my first cup of tea. I'm gonna have to do some delicious color reflection stuff here, because that's how metal works, is it reflects colors around it. By the way, just in case anyone was curious, it will make it more magical. Okay, so now we scream. This is where we do the most shading in this whole piece, because this is literally his whole ass body. So much orange. So much. Oh yes, the song fucking hits. Slowly it's happening. Okay. Slowly. Alright, now I gotta figure out how to, like, shade his body, because this is gonna function a little bit differently than my normal stuff, because he is covered in the same shades, but it's not quite like shading skin or any like base material. Because I really would like to be able to I'm gonna have to also, when I get done with this layer, go in and probably shade the top of the jacket a different color. Oh, I think this is a Chinese New Year song. Oh no, but this is such a cool song though. Yeah, never mind. I'm leaving it alone. I'm just going to be very gentle. Don't want to do too much because that would be lame and weird looking. Gentle. What if I became like one of those teachers that just doesn't do anything and then I just collect a paycheck and like don't ever engage with the students? What if I do that instead? I think that's pretty much what half of these adjuncts are doing. Okay, so now, this is the question. What if these are foil prints? What if I did foil on this? I think Vogue Race does foil. I'll have to check. Because that could be cool as fuck. I feel like it would be probably a real incentive for people to want to back that $100 tier because it's like it's a super extra foil print, you know, like... I'm really like relying on backpacking the entire like Wukong fan base. I need them to fucking come in clutch for me. I need all the thirsty. I'm gonna have to also probably market this on Tumblr as well. I don't know. And maybe that's gonna be too extra. But I guess pulling in, like, backers from as many places as I possibly can is gonna be pretty critical. And if that's where the fan base is, then that's where they are. I just don't get any exposure on Tumblr, even when I was sharing, like, Sun Wukong stuff. I guess I can share it to the community group that I'm in but I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it, like worth the extra effort, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like not overdo this on his face. He's got effectively this like halo of orange around the face. Okay. Got some ombre brow. I realized too I straight missed. The eyebrows. Okay, please don't look like ass. Just need the lightest. This is so difficult because he's so fucking orange. Okay. Yikes. Blech. Just help. That's all I gotta say. Just help. Holy God. Okay, and then I gotta leave everything else alone. Okay, because I don't want to hit this too hard. I gotta be very careful. And then I can effectively barely hit certain pieces with this lightish color, the lightest white. Okay, so now my question is I have to figure out if I want to actually do more of this. And I think the answer is no. Yeah, that's too fine. That's not bad. I don't mind that one. Too fine. Too fine. Oh, these are not gonna work. Yeah, fuck that. Okay, so we got this, and that's pretty much... Oh god, I got 10 minutes before my office hours. Y'all, I don't wanna... I don't wanna! I don't wanna. Okay, but actually, I think we're good on this fur, though. I was worried that it was going to get overworked, but I actually think that this is looking fine. Yeah, this is fine. Could be worse, could be better. Well, knowing this bitch, he's fucking, like, doing oil treatments and shit on his fucking body, because, like, he's not gonna be caught dead, fucking crusty. Coconut oil for life. He's going to the head spa, like... No Torbeck quality fur here. Well, Torbeck's also covered in his own piss too, so that's like that's a whole thing. Okay, I actually like legit I have to go because I gotta go get set up and probably should like try and get a new cup of tea and stuff before I actually get going. So I'm gonna finish this today and then I'm gonna work on the script more for the comic. So thank you for hanging out. Again, if you would like to participate in this Kickstarter, please do share it if you can. Again, I'm looking for people who can like drop it into their chats or Discord servers when the actual Kickstarter launches. Just because if I drop it, that's fine and it makes sense. Like people see it and they're like, oh, this is another person advertising their stuff. But if you drop it in your own personal Discord server, it does make a difference. Or if you're the one who's sharing it with your friends, it makes a difference because people are more likely to trust your recommendations than they are to listen to effectively somebody who may or may not be a stranger. So again, if people are interested in doing that and in sharing a couple posts, both at the launch and then also at the 48-hour mark, I would mega appreciate it. It would really help me out and make the stuff seem more personal on that end. But I'm going to be dropping this a bunch of different places. I'm maybe going to be advertising on Tumblr. We're going to see how it goes. I need to develop a social media plan like right now in order to get that thing to fly. So I'm going to do that, and I hope everybody has a good rest of your day. I will see you next time. I'm glad I didn't get nuked by Jeff, and I will see you on Monday for some commission work. So I'm very excited to do some artwork for people, and it's going to be a fun time. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.